Nikola Topic debuting for Crvena Zvezda against Fenerbahce. We talked about in the before this episode or at the start of this episode, we talked about how young guys don't really get a chance in the EuroLeague. So with Nikola Topic in, we are finally getting a chance to see a prospect that probably will be in the NBA.
Yeah,
next year.
I think it's a no-brainer to
It's
say that he's a lottery pick.
Yeah, he's playing for Mega in the ABA League, being top 5, even top 2 in points and assists categories. He has moved up in the draft rankings from like 20th to 30th spot to top 5. And I'm not sure how playing in the EuroLeague is going to help him, but I like the fact that he already played 19 minutes in his first game. He started and he had the ball in his hands for quite some time. So it was a calm for game 1 for him because he was looking for his older teammates more. But he said it himself. It is my dream to play for Zvezda. It is my dream to share the floor with Miloš Teodosic, and I cannot wait to debut in the EuroLeague. And who knows, maybe it's his chance to play here for half a year before having a long NBA career. So I'm just glad to see him, and I'm really interested to see Crvena Zvezda games because of not only Teodosic, but now also because of this prospect.
One thing that stands out for me is like a player in his position, like 18-year-old player who knows he's a big draft prospect, he's a lottery pick, usually might think like, why should I go to EuroLeague right now to compete, to risk getting injured and all that stuff? It's good for me to just play one game per week in let's say ABA League. We can remember what Wemby did. He left Asvel, he joined Metropolitans, and he just played in the French league. But for a young Serbian player, I think it just shows you how much it means to play for Zvezda, how much it means for him to represent that team. And he wants to add it to his resume. And who knows if he will ever have the opportunity to play for Zvezda again. If he becomes an NBA star, well, maybe he will only play in the EuroLeague approaching retirement at 35 or 36 years old. Like, do you expect Nikola Jokic to play in the EuroLeague right now? Like, probably you're not expecting that unless he decides to play, let's say, his last year, basically do what Arvydas Sabonis, for example, did. So for him, it's big, and you can see that and you can feel that. So I appreciate it that the player is not thinking about whether it's a good move for me or not. He's just thinking about the opportunity.
He's betting on himself. And even though I don't think that's a great move for his draft stock.
Exactly.
Like,
I also
staying in the ABA League, having those 19 points, 6 or 7 assists, whatever he had, he would have kept these until the end of the season. And, probably remain a top 5 pick in the NBA. Right now, he could easily, be in a shock because he's all of a sudden in the EuroLeague. He has to figure out a lot of things. It is much harder for him, but not only he is not afraid, like that's a brave move from him.
Yeah.
Not only he's not afraid to play, he wants to play for Zvezda, and he doesn't care about his draft stock. Obviously, if he plays well, he might even go number 1, number 2. But at the same time, if he loses his rotation spot, that might mean he's falling out of the lottery.
Because Sfairopoulos will not give you minutes just for the sake of it. You need to earn it.
Sfairopoulos needs wins.
Yeah, so you must win in EuroLeague. Mistakes are not really tolerated. When you play just in the ABA League, you can make mistakes. Everybody can accept that. Nobody feels that much pressure, and you can just play the way you want. Like, he played with so much freedom, as you said, and I think in some previous podcasts you actually did a short analysis of his games. So yeah,
I had a video about him in July, end of July start of August, after he won the MVP of under 18 Championship of Europe, where they won gold with Serbia. So
definitely a shout out to a young player who has the courage to play in the EuroLeague and to help Crvena Zvezda.